Nigeria is sitting on a gold mine, literally. Beneath our soil lie over 40 different types of solid minerals, including gold, lithium, tin, lead, zinc, and coal. They're estimated to be worth around $750 billion. That's enough to transform our economy, create jobs, build modern hospitals, and fund thousands of schools. But instead of building our future with these resources, we are watching them disappear, stolen right from under our feet, because a lot of mining is done illegally. But why? How? How is Nigeria losing billions of dollars annually to illegal mining? And more importantly, how can we reclaim the wealth slipping through our fingers? Let's break this down. This is what a mining cave looks like. Deep, dark, and dangerous, barely lit by headlamps. In Nigeria, people descend into these pits without proper safety gear. They are not registered workers. There are no health inspectors, no environmental safeguards, and certainly no government royalties being paid. It's an entire underground economy, unregulated, untracked, untaxed. Illegal mining is one of the most damaging yet under-discussed threats to Nigeria's economy today. In the 1960s and early 1970s, Nigeria was a leading exporter of tin, columbite, and coal. But the discovery of oil in the mid-1970s shifted the attention away from mining and led to the sector's decline. With fewer formal job opportunities, many people resorted to small-scale, informal mining on abandoned sites, resulting in a rise in artisanal mining. And this isn't some isolated issue happening in some remote village. It is massive, organized, and expanding. Each year, Nigeria loses an estimated $9 billion to illegal mining. To put that into perspective, that's more than the combined 2025 federal budgets for education and healthcare. It's enough to build over 1,800 secondary schools or repair most of the country's critical roads. So, how exactly does this happen? Take gold, for instance. In places like Zamfara, Osun, and Abuja, people use simple tools like shovels and hoes to mine gold by hand. It's tough and dangerous work. These miners sell gold cheaply to middlemen who then resell it, often to foreign buyers for much more. Despite doing the hardest work, the miners earn very little, often between 1,500 naira and 5,000 naira. They have no protection and no control over the trade. And because these operations are illegal, the government gets nothing. The host communities who are left with environmental destruction, dust, and noise get nothing. But this isn't just about money. Illegal mining also brings about death and destruction. In 2010, over 160 people died in Zamfara, northwestern Nigeria, from lead poisoning caused by unsafe gold mining. Most of them were children. A natural resource that could have built a school ended up killing the children who would have gone to it. In Plateau State, north-central Nigeria, buildings have collapsed because illegal mining tunnels hollowed out the land beneath them. And in 2024, a massive explosion in Ibadan, southwest Nigeria, caused by illegal mining explosives stored in a residential area, killed 2 people, injured dozens, and destroyed several homes. These disasters happen when there is no regulation monitoring, or accountability. Yet, there are laws in place meant to regulate this sector. The Nigerian Minerals and Mining Act of 2007 sets out what is legal and what is not. It outlines a clear licensing process, from reconnaissance permits to exploration licenses and mining leases. These are only granted to qualified applicants and require compliance with strict rules. The Act also prescribes penalties for illegal mining, including license revocation, fines, and prison terms. It imposes environmental and social responsibilities on license holders, such as mandatory environmental impact assessments, land rehabilitation, and community development agreements. The idea is simple. If you benefit from the land, you must also protect it and invest in the people who live on it. Financial accountability is also central to the law. Companies are required to pay royalties, keep detailed financial records, and submit regular reports to the government. That's how the government tracks production, collects revenue, and plans for development. Illegal mining bypasses all of this. In 2016, the federal government launched a revised roadmap for the mining sector. One of its goals was to grow the sector's contribution to GDP to 10% by 2026. The federal government even launched a 30 billion naira intervention fund to support exploration and attract investment. But today, the sector contributes less than 1% to Nigeria's GDP, according to the National Bureau of Statistics. The problem is not the absence of laws, it's the failure to enforce them. While agencies like the National Environmental Standards and Regulations Enforcement Agency and the Mining Inspectorate Division are making efforts, conducting inspections, collaborating with security forces, employing satellite monitoring, and shutting down illegal sites, they remain underfunded and overstretched. As a result, illegal mining continues to thrive, often appearing easier, quicker, and more profitable than following the legal route. But it is not sustainable. That's why the government is now reviewing the Mining Act. It is working to create a modernized law that reflects the realities of today, balancing economic benefits with safety and sustainability. The government is also automating mineral title registration and collecting better geological data to encourage investment. A solid mineral development fund has been set up to help with financing this. And perhaps most significantly, the House of Representatives has passed a bill to establish a solid Minerals Communities Development Commission. It would ensure that mining communities actually benefit from the wealth taken from their land, similar to what the Petroleum Industry Act does for oil-producing regions. The Nigerian government recently approved 2.5 billion naira for a surveillance satellite aimed at curbing illegal and unregulated mining activities across the country. Ultimately, the glaring truth remains that Nigeria is not poor. It is bleeding. It is bleeding minerals and money. The longer illegal mining goes unchecked, the deeper the wound becomes. If Nigeria wants a future in which its mineral wealth benefits its people, illegal mining must be urgently tackled. We need stricter enforcement, stronger institutions, and a system where doing the right thing is possible and more rewarding. It's time to protect what lies beneath our feet before there's nothing.